Welcome to the Sigil, ladies and gentlemen. And the Democrats are in an absolute panic mode because of Cash Patel getting appointed as FBI director. I just think they've did so much corrupt stuff in the last 4 years that some of it is almost guaranteed borderline crimes were committed. Like treasonous type stuff. And so let's just watch the clip here.
Mark my words, will cause evil in this building behind us, and Republicans who vote for him will rue that day.
No one is a bigger or more dangerous sycophant than Cash Patel. This political hack does not deserve to be in this building.
This is not a distraction. This is a real danger and a real
Oh, I bet
threat.
it is. I bet it's a real danger. Oh yeah, I bet it's a real danger to every single person. If you notice it in that clip there, all the people that were there and speaking were like the main group, a part of that main group that Trump would probably consider like the enemy within. I would definitely consider them that. Like, these people have been the face of every single attack on Donald Trump for the last 4 years, and they are shaking in their boots now. Like, it's so bad. It's not, the cover up of Biden's mental capacity, the all the political attacks, the weaponization, the January 6th committee that was put together, the evidence being, they like just deleted all the evidence because the evidence was going to prove that it was set up against Donald Trump. So they just deleted all the evidence so that it couldn't end up helping Donald Trump. Yeah, borderline crimes were definitely committed. And I hope Cash Patel takes care of this. Let's look at this again. All the people in this, the people they're always the ones right on the front line with the most ridiculous, lying, misleading garbage, just like right now.
Of children doesn't talk about evil very much, unless they're talking about a Trump nominee.
Cash Patel, mark my words, will cause evil in this building behind us, and Republicans who vote for him.
They look like they're about to cry. Like literally, all three of them. And then there's this other dude too.
Day.
No one is
Him
a bigger
too.
or more
Yep,
dangerous
there he is.
sycophant than Cash Patel. This political hack.
They know that like the level of corruption is on a scale that America has never seen. And they know it. They know that some of this stuff was borderline crimes were committed. And they know it. They're gonna and they're scared to death. And they deserve it for all the nonsense, for the lying and the weaponization of the media, and trying to get a Marxist elected into the presidency. Just all everything about January 6th, lying to the American people for 4 years straight, locking those people up, the censorship, everything that they've did has been like communist Soviet style regime level insanity. And I hope Cash Patel really I hope they get what they deserve. Let's just say that.
Not deserve to be in this building.
This is not a distraction.
Like, in a way, just like immigration, just like in a way, somebody has to be held accountable here. We are the greatest country in the world, and our reputation matters. That's why these Dems are like panicking. They are like trying to harbor these illegal aliens, and they tried to get it to where they called them migrants and stopped using the term illegal aliens. The sanctuary cities all over the country, flying immigrants in, going against voter ID, just all this stuff that like Trump had no choice but to do the mass deportation operation. Like, you can't be, you don't get to call yourself the greatest country in the world, yet say, oh, we can't even do it. We just can't do anything about our borders. We just can't help it. Just allow it. Fuck it. Open borders. Just allow whoever wants to come in. We'll actually be real lax on crime policy so that they flood here. We'll tell them to tell their buddies that they won't get arrested if they come to America. We had to do something about this, or we couldn't continue to call ourselves the best country in the world. It's like when, we had won the war already against, or I don't know, like, we didn't want to withdraw from Vietnam. The president didn't, because it would have looked like a defeat. So they had to come up with some other, way of doing it to make it to where it didn't really go down as a defeat for the United States. And Trump is going to be the same way. Like, we can't allow this to happen and then continue to call ourselves the best country in the world. Something had to be done. That's how bad this stuff has gotten. It has literally gotten out of hand. The radical Democrats have successfully, by the way, divided the entire country with lies and deceit and, misinformation, while simultaneously saying everything that is fact is misinformation. It's been totally insane, and something had to happen.
Distraction. This is a real danger and a real threat.
Oh, yeah, danger? Now, they're not only bad political leaders, they're bad actors. Patel's confirmation vote was a stern and beautiful rebuke of the left for its weaponization of the DOJ and the FBI against Donald Trump and conservatives. But Schiff's sweating, not because Patel will be ineffective. He's sweating because the new FBI director is promising investigations into the corruption that's rocked public confidence in the FBI.
That's what I mean. They
remember, Biden doled out a lot of preemptive pardons.
It's mandatory. If they want to regain the confidence of the American people, they have to go after these people. And by the way, let me just throw this out there too, because I've said this multiple times. I'm almost sure I've said it at some point on this channel. The Democrat Party is in absolute shambles, complete disarray. It's a smorgasbord of stupidity. And, I literally don't see them regaining public confidence in their base anytime soon. They've lost their base, even. Their most concrete base that's been there for years, they lost it. The only people left is the radical progressives. Those are the only people still supporting the Democratic Party. And I've said it before, they have to, in order to save this party and make it a competent political party again, to where people take it seriously, they got to get rid of AOC, Ilhan Omar, Jasmine Crockett, like Adam Schiff. Like, those are just the mandatory people. Those people mandatorily have to go for the Democratic Party to ever seem anywhere close to credible again. So, let alone them people, those are just the mandatory people that need to go. On top of that, you got people like that just don't know their ass from a hole in the ground, like Hakeem Jeffries and like that whole clan, you know. And if people ever take them seriously again, all them people have to go. They, you know, they're too openly communist. They, you know, they openly argue, like debate for socialist policies nonstop, you know, and people aren't down with that, man. People aren't down with open borders and reducing crime, you know, just allowing criminals onto the street. And something has to happen big in the Democratic Party for it to recover from this catastrophe that they're facing.
Those, remember, Schiff actually got one. Joining me now is Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson. Senator, why, oh why, is Adam Schiff so worried about Cash Patel?
Adam Schiff is afraid of the truth because he's a habitual liar. Talk about a political hack. He is one, but now he's unfortunately a U.S. Senator. But I fully expect Cash Patel, first of all, to be transparent, which obviously the FBI and Department of Justice was not under President Biden. The American people deserve the truth, and we're going to work very closely with Cash Patel to give the American people the truth, to expose all the corruption, the partisanship within the FBI, maybe even the Department of Justice. This can't go on. We're going to return integrity, restore integrity to the FBI. That is Cash's mission. That's what he told me prior to his confirmation hearing. He wanted to return credibility and integrity to the FBI. Send agents out to the field, make prosecutorial decisions out there, outside the politics of Washington, D.C., return to a single system of justice, one for all Americans.
Well, I mean, Hunter Biden, the Biden gravy train, I mean, all the things that we know were given short shrift by the previous administration. Again, remember, there are pardons. They just sprinkled the pardons around, and again, including Adam Schiff got a pardon. Why? But Democrats are still lying, Senator, about what Trump really wants here. Watch this.
Cash Patel is a crown jewel in this lawless rampage. He's an instrument of Donald Trump's effort to destroy the Justice Department and the FBI. He willingly agrees to carry out the vengeance tour of Donald Trump.
Senator, the vengeance tour. Isn't he describing exactly what the Biden administration did?
Yeah,
and before that, the Obama administration?
This is the well-worn strategy of the political left. They falsely accuse their political opponents of doing exactly what they do in orders of multitude worse. Yep. No, they are brazen. They are hypocrites. They were rejected at the polls. They still haven't got their feet underneath them. They're not quite sure what happened to them. What's going to happen to them, though, is the truth is going to be exposed across the board throughout these government agencies. That's why they're screaming so loud with Elon Musk and Doge exposing all the waste, fraud, and abuse within their government. They are the party big government.
Yeah, like with that much money going around, man, just flying around, there's going to be quid pro quos all over the place. I mean, they're going to be everywhere. So I understand the panic.
They use big government to fund their radical left ideology. Hopefully that's coming to an end.
Well, a lot of folks who are watching this, first of all, they're enjoying it thoroughly because the Democrats are back on their heels.
The thing is like, I don't think it is coming to an end. There's been no signs so far from the Democratic Party that shows that they're gonna fall back from their far left agenda. I mean, I don't think they get it. They're literally that fried and out of touch.
But they're worried also that executive orders, while they're great, they can be undone by an opposing administration. So all of that spending presumably could come back if Congress allowed it to come back. I mean, the Congress allowed this to go on as well, refusing to stop funding a lot of these agencies. But so how does some of this get made permanent rather than temporary?
But we have the reconciliation process. I think you're aware of the fact that I've proposed 4 options to bring spending to a pre-pandemic level, somewhere between $5.5 and $6.5 trillion. That's going to defund an awful lot of the deep state. And we start with there. We also have the Congressional Review Act, which is a very powerful act. Some of these regulations that have been enacted within a certain time frame, we can undo, we can remove them, and they can't come back. A future president, future Democrat can't put in place those same regulations again when we remove them, repeal them under Congressional Review Act. So we need to be very aggressive. There's, I think more than 50 that are available. We need to be very aggressive about using the Congressional Review Act as well.
Well, another thing that people are very concerned about is, of course, Anthony Fauci, again, received a pardon. But given what happened during COVID, given the lies that were told about the origins of COVID, the cooperation with the EcoHealth Alliance and the Wuhan lab, perhaps we even maybe had a hand in funding the very research that led to this pandemic. Will Congress and the FBI have a responsibility to really put the truth out about that?
That would probably be my top priority as the chairman of the Permanent Subcommittee on Investigation. We need to uncover the truth, the corruption of these federal health agencies, and in particular Anthony Fauci, Francis Collins. What do they know? When do they know it? How many lies do they tell the American public? We'll hold them accountable, and that pardon is a double-edged sword for them because now they have no protection of Fifth Amendment, denying, or, not being willing to testify fully and truthfully. So I fully intend to get the full truth exposed in terms of Anthony Fauci and these federal health agencies.
Yeah, as he enjoys his time wherever he is. So is he at Georgetown, I believe? they always fail upward, Senator. As always, thank you so much.